On August 8, 1002, the death of Almanzor, the powerful chief minister of Córdoba, marked a significant turning point in Al-Andalus history. Almanzor rose to power during a turbulent time in Al-Andalus, displaying remarkable political acumen and military prowess, effectively leading the Umayyad Caliphate in its golden age. Throughout his reign, Almanzor led numerous military campaigns, famously sacking Barcelona in 985, which solidified his reputation as a formidable leader. A lover of culture, Almanzor was also a patron of the arts, promoting education and learning, leading to cultural exchanges within and beyond Al-Andalus. Almanzor's insistence on religious tolerance allowed for a flourishing of diverse cultures. Christians, Jews, and Muslims coexisted and contributed to the richness of Spanish society. Despite his achievements, Almanzor's ruthless tactics and political maneuvering often led to resentment among his contemporaries, as he prioritized loyalty over justice. On his deathbed, Almanzor was known to reflect on his legacy and the future of Al-Andalus, leaving a mixed legacy of admiration and fear. According to historical accounts, Almanzor died in the city of Medinaceli, a location significant due to its strategic military positioning. Almanzor's death led to a power struggle among his successors, highlighting the fragility of the political framework he had established, resulting in civil discord. The abrupt change in leadership sparked conflicts that would lead to the fragmentation of the Umayyad state, ultimately contributing to its decline by the early 11th century. Nevertheless, the cultural and educational advancements during Almanzor's rule left a lasting impact, influencing subsequent generations and shaping Spanish history. Almanzor's death is often viewed as the beginning of a significant decline in Andalusian unity, making his story integral to understanding the region's complexities. In the years following his demise, the memory of Almanzor evoked mixed feelings. He became a symbol of power and ambition for some, while others regarded his methods with disdain. Though his reign was marked by war, it also flourished in poetry, philosophy, and art, establishing Córdoba as a beacon of knowledge during the Islamic Golden Age. Almanzor's influence extended even beyond his lifetime, inspiring future leaders to showcase strength while maintaining centralized control over diverse populations. Disintegration of power after Almanzor's rule also sparked a yearning for another leader of his caliber, often leading to figures who attempted to replicate his success, but with varied results. After his death, Almanzor's name was passed down through generations, becoming synonymous with ambition and political cunning, both feared and admired by those in power. The political fragmentation that ensued after his death laid the groundwork for future conflicts, reminding leaders that stability often requires more than mere ambition. In retrospect, Almanzor's reign is characterized as a catalyst for the cultural amalgamation and rich identity that we associate with Spain's historical tapestry today. The reverberations of his administrative policies could be felt in how subsequent rulers managed diplomacy and trade among diverse ethnic groups. The complexities of Almanzor's legacy serve as a reminder of the nuanced interplay between power, culture, and social change, a narrative that continues to unfold in modern times. Even centuries later, scholars continue to dissect Almanzor's strategies, seeking insights into successful leadership and governance in diverse societies. Through his actions, Almanzor instilled a legacy that reminds us that historical impact is often felt in both immediate and distant echoes of time. As historians reflect on his life, Almanzor's story symbolizes the duality of ambition, where the pursuit of greatness can yield both cultural prosperity and conflict. Almanzor's influence lives on in contemporary discussions around governance, cultural integration, and the importance of strong yet benevolent leadership. His life and death remind us that history is shaped by the interactions of unique personalities, cultures, and decisions, a reminder echoed in today's global society. Born into a humble background, Almanzor's rise to power began in the late 10th century amidst the disarray of the Umayyad Caliphate. Almanzor's early career was marked by his talent in maneuvering through the political landscape, leveraging alliances and using strategy to outsmart rivals. In 978, Almanzor became the chief minister to Caliph al-Hakam II, which solidified his power as he became increasingly influential in governing Córdoba. Almanzor's military campaigns extended the territory of the Caliphate, bringing wealth and prestige to Córdoba. He notably led troops in multiple successful raids into Christian territories. His most famous military achievement came in 985 when he orchestrated a massive raid resulting in the sack of Barcelona, a significant blow to Christian power. Alongside his military prowess, Almanzor was often seen as a cultural patron who encouraged poetic works and the sciences, leading to advances in knowledge that reflected the Islamic Golden Age. He established several important educational institutions which attracted students from various parts of the Islamic world, enriching the cultural landscape of Al-Andalus. Despite his accomplishments, Almanzor generated significant resentment from various factions, creating enemies both politically and among the populace. In his later years, ailments began to plague Almanzor as he grappled with health issues while maintaining his grip on power. Almanzor died on August 8, 1002, in Medina Celi, as the political turmoil intensified surrounding his death, revealing the fragility of the Umayyad Caliphate's power. His death led to immediate power struggles among his rivals, fostering discord that fragmented the once unified caliphate. The internal conflicts after his demise marked a decisive shift as the Umayyad Caliphate began to splinter into smaller kingdoms, weakening Muslim Spain. Despite the fragmentation, Almanzor's contributions to culture and education inspired future leaders and thinkers to invest in knowledge and tolerance. His approach to governance influenced perspectives on cultural integration and tolerance, which became relevant themes in later generations. In historical discourse, Almanzor's legacy has been interpreted variably, admired for his ambition, yet criticized for ruthlessness, reflecting a complex figure. The duality of his impact, combining military strength and cultural prosperity, carved a significant niche in the historical narrative of Al-Andalus. Scholars debate varying perspectives on his rule, considering his achievements against the backdrop of the subsequent decline in governance in Córdoba. Ultimately, Almanzor's life demonstrates the potential and peril of ambitious leadership in complex socio-political landscapes, resonating through time. On August 8, 1002, history marked the death of Almanzor in Medina Celi, a revered yet contentious figure in the Umayyad Caliphate's legacy, representing both cultural prosperity and political intrigue. Almanzor's rise began in a tumultuous time for the Umayyad Caliphate, where he emerged from humble beginnings to become chief minister and de facto ruler, manipulating political structures to his benefit. His notable military campaigns included the infamous sack of Barcelona in 985, which significantly extended the influence of the Umayyad state, causing a profound shock among Christian realms. Beyond military exploits, Almanzor became a patron of culture and education, fortifying Córdoba as a center of learning, thereby promoting intellectual and scholarly advancements. Despite his contributions, his authoritarian rule and ruthless political maneuvering created treacherous alliances. and deep resentment among rivals, ultimately leading to his complex legacy. Almanzor's death triggered a power vacuum in the caliphate, igniting fierce competition for leadership, which unraveled the unity he had fought to establish. His passing marked the beginning of political fragmentation in Al-Andalus, sparking a series of civil wars that ultimately led to the caliphate's decline in the early 11th century. Almanzor's legacy is still hotly debated among historians. His ambition and tactics are viewed variably, affirming the duality of his impact on history. His cultural advancements during the Islamic Golden Age have left a lasting influence, shaping discussions on governance and integration in modern contexts. Almanzor's ambitions may have set high standards for future leaders, yet his methods serve as a cautionary tale about the price of power and ambition. Sympathy for his cause and disdain for his methods illustrates the divided legacy of a ruler whose life played a pivotal role in shaping regional politics. Almanzor's commitment to fostering education positioned Córdoba as an intellectual hub, influencing generations of thinkers. In time, Almanzor's figure transformed into a symbol of intrigue and complexity, representing the struggles between power and morality. Almanzor's innovative governance strategies remain significant in studies of political theory and statecraft, reflecting the intricacies of leadership. The cultural synthesis flourished during Almanzor's tenure served as a model for coexistence in later societies, offering valuable lessons still echoed today. Almanzor's commanding presence and controversial methodologies challenge future leaders, often evoking admiration intertwined with caution. Scholars draw parallels to Almanzor's rule, exploring the balance of power and justice, a theme relevant in today's political climate. Ultimately, Almanzor's death signaled not only the end of an era, but also a shift in the narrative of Al-Andalus, challenging how history is perceived and recorded. The political fragmentation following his demise led to a reevaluation of alliances and governance structures, echoing in historical narratives that followed. Almanzor's complex legacy continues to compel individuals to strive for greatness, reflecting on the interplay of ambition, culture, and power dynamics in shaping history.